I met a gypsy.
I read this book last year called Conscious by Annika Harris, and it's Sam Harris's wife. Talk about a fucking power couple. Yeah. And so I had no idea, but if some people have to have these operations that split their cortex of their brain in half.
What?
So you can separate the two hemispheres of the brain. Each individual hemisphere becomes conscious, independent of each other.
So, like, you two voices in your head?
I don't know how it is represented in terms of the fucked up thing with it is, right? You want to Google that, like brain hemisphere separation.
What?
So there's a cortex that's responsible for like speech. I want to get this right, but there's like a cortex that's responsible for speech. So you're talking to like this half of the brain, right?
Yeah.
But then you can do all of these fucked up experiments with these people that have had this separation. So then the hemisphere on the other side is the written one. So you have to write to talk to one side of the brain, and then you can talk to the other side of the brain, and they're both independently conscious of each other. So go up for a second, Ronan. A split brain, a tale of two halves. Since the 1960s, researchers have been scrutinizing a handful of patients who underwent a radical kind of brain surgery. The cohort has been a boon to neuroscience, but it soon will be gone. Don't know what that means. Go down.
It's getting old.
Yeah, so this happens in people that have like extreme seizures that are going to cause them to fucking croak. So then they split the brains and then they stop having... So this is like for severe epilepsy. So yeah, this drastic procedure called a read what you just found.
Yeah, the chick at the shop. It's like in the first months after her surgery, shopping for groceries was infuriating. Standing in the supermarket aisles, Vicky would look at an item on the shelf and know that she wanted to place it in a trolley, but she couldn't. I'd reach with my right for the thing I wanted, but the left would come in and they'd kind of fight, she says, almost like repelling magnets.
Yeah, that's right. So one hand's responsible for one thing, and so one hand is for the one hemisphere of the brain, and then the other hand is for the other, and they fully compete. So I think that's... So yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, dude. Like we think we're dialed, man, but we're not, fucking
bro.
not
We have
dialed.
no fucking idea what's going on.
So yeah,
an alien's gonna come down and be like, bro, Pythagoras theorem, it's not even a fucking thing.
What are you talking about?
You have no fucking idea what you're talking.
Yeah. So in a procedure that lasted nearly 10 hours, doctors created a fire break to contain Vicky's seizures by slicing through her corpus callosum, the bundle of neuronal fibers connecting the two sides of her brain. This drastic procedure, called a corpus callostomy, disconnects the two sides of the neocortex, the home of language, conscious thought, and movement control. Vicky's supermarket predicament was a consequence of a brain that behaved in some ways as if it was two separate minds.
Bro.
So that's how fucking little we know about...
We know nothing about ourselves.
Yeah, it's so fucking
Especially
crazy.
The brain, man.
And the crazy thing is too, so I did tons of reading around meditation, and then consciousness, and I'm reading a lot of like psychology stuff right now.
Man.
And so the biggest takeaway from all of it is, and it's real easy to live with this insight now, is that the brain, like, you've never experienced the outside world ever.
No.
Like, you've touched things in the outside world, but you, like, what you call yourself, you've never experienced the outside world. And this isn't like a weird fucking thing. This is like scientific fact.
Yeah.
All we are, like, our perception of the world is because our brain is a simulation machine. So when you want to talk about like simulations and shit, and to what you're saying about DMT, like, what is this real? What is it?
Yeah, dude.
It's like
It's like we know we exist. Anything past that point is just open to interpretation, right?
Yeah. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.